If your Indian passport is running out while you're living in the US, here's what nobody tells you up front. In the next 10 minutes, I'll take you through the whole process in order. The documents that actually get checked, the real fees, and the handful of mistakes that put applications on hold for weeks. India doesn't renew passports, it reissues them. New booklet, new number, and the old one comes back to you cancelled. So on the form you select reissue, not fresh. Get that wrong and you can't fix it, because once the form is submitted, nobody can edit it. Not you, not VFS. Quickly, because it matters. This is educational information only. It is not legal, immigration, or consular advice, and I'm not affiliated with VFS Global, the government of India, or any consulate. Fees and rules change without notice, and nothing here guarantees approval. Every source is linked in the description. Verify it yourself. Step 1, and this one can sync everything else. 9 Indian missions cover the United States, and you must apply to the one covering where you actually live. 2 catch people out. Delaware is under New York, not Washington, D.C., and California is split by county. 10 southern counties go to Los Angeles, the other 48 to San Francisco. This changed in July 2025, and a lot of guides out there are still wrong about it. And don't confuse the two. 9 missions, 17 VFS centers. A VFS center being near you doesn't change which mission has jurisdiction. Step 2. The application is filed with the Government of India on the portal for missions abroad. Here's the page you're looking for. Register in the top right the first time, then use applicant login. Everything after that happens inside your account. And here's what goes in the fields that matter. Application type, reissue, surname and given name exactly as your passport prints them. And if the surname is blank on your passport, leave it blank here. Booklet, 36 pages or 60 for the jumbo. And both addresses, one Indian and one US. Then the thing that gets applications returned before anyone even reads them. You must upload your photograph and your signature on the government site before you submit. Miss it and it comes straight back. Names are the single most common data error. Type yours exactly as your passport prints it, not how it reads on your license, not how it reads on your I-797, and one timing trap. The form expires at 180 days, so don't fill it out months before you're ready to mail. Step 3. Submitting generates an application reference number, your ARN. It has to match the number on your VFS payment receipt. Check it digit by digit, because if they don't match, your paperwork and your money are pointing at 2 different things. Step 4. Separately from the government form, you register with VFS Global, the provider that receives applications for the missions. This is mandatory before you mail anything. Skip it and your application comes back unprocessed, no matter how perfect everything else is. Step 5, where a lot of applications stall. Since September 2025, photos must meet ICAO standards. White background, color 630 by 810 pixels, face filling 80 to 85% of the frame, glasses off, mouth closed, head straight, and the one people miss. Photos must be unaltered by software, no filters, no smoothing, no swapping the background in an app. You also need 2 identical printed photos, 35 by 45 millimeters, taken in the last 6 months. And signatures. Digital on page 1, physical on the last page. Do not use a thumbprint. The checklist says that in capital letters. Step 6. What goes in the envelope? 8 mandatory items, all on screen. 2 to flag. The affidavit for change of appearance and signature is mandatory for everyone, not just people whose appearance changed. And Annexure E is a sworn declaration including your citizenship, so read it before you sign. The next 2 cause the most rejections. Status proof, green card, visa, EAD, or I-797A. 3 rules apply to all of them. It must be color. It must be notarized with stamp and signature. And for cards, both sides. If your visa stamp expired but your status is valid, which is very common, there's a specific route. The expired visa plus the I-797A plus an I-797C receipt notice showing you filed before it expired. All 3, all notarized. Which one applies to you? On H-1B or L-1, it's your I-797A approval notice or your visa. On H-4 or L-2, the same, or your EAD if you hold one. F-1 students, including OPT and STEM OPT, use the visa or study permit, plus the EAD if you have one. Green card holders, the card itself, both sides. one warning for students. An I-20 on its own is not on the accepted list, so don't rely on it. And what status you actually hold is a question for your own records or an immigration attorney, not for this video. Address proof, state ID, driver's license, a utility bill under 3 months old, a tax return, or a signed lease. Students in university housing can use a letter from the institution on its letterhead. 3 hard no's. P.O. boxes are not accepted. Expired leases and licenses are not accepted. And don't shrink your license copy down to card size. Every copy must be full page on A4. Step 7. The money. As of the date on screen, a standard adult reissue is $125, plus $2 for the welfare fund, plus a $19 VFS fee, $146 total. The jumbo booklet is $196. Tatkal, the expedited service, adds $125, and lost or damaged is $271, and is not eligible for Tatkal at all. Card payments add 3.75% on top. Fees change. Check the link before you pay. Step 8. Mailing. Everything on A4, your completed checklist on top as the cover page, and your original passport enclosed. 1 envelope, 1 application. Never combine family members. And the courier return address has to match your address proof. Then watch your email. If something's missing, you get 7 days to fix it. Miss 20 days, and it's returned. Miss the document deadline, and you lose the fees entirely. Step 10. Your new passport is couriered back and your old one comes back cancelled. Keep it. It's your travel history. On timelines, read what the numbers actually cover. 3 weeks for regular processing, but only once it reaches the mission. 3 to 4 days for Tatkal, but explicitly excluding VFS's own handling. Neither includes courier transit. Total door-to-door time isn't published anywhere official, so I'm not going to invent one. Same with police verification for people applying from abroad. Official sources only mention it in the Tatkal context, so if you see someone confidently telling you it never happens, they're going past what's actually published. Quickly the variants. Damaged passport, separate checklist, you'll need Annexure F. Lost or stolen, same, but you also need an approved police report, no more than 6 months old, explaining how it was lost. Neither is eligible for Tatkal. Name changes, spouse changes, and date of birth corrections all have their own rules, and the full table is linked below. All of these are in the description below, so you don't need to write anything down. The government portal to apply, the VFS page with the fees and every document checklist, the embassy page that tells you which mission covers your state, the tracking page, and the photograph guidelines. So, 3 things. Get your jurisdiction right and check your county if you're in California. Status proof must be color, notarized, and both sides. And check the fees and the current checklist yourself before you pay. Everything here was verified on the date on screen from official sources only, and I've flagged what I couldn't verify rather than guess. One last thing, never post your ARN, your passport number, or pictures of your documents in the comments. Good luck with your application.